G'day, I'm Brent Ford from Multi-Hull Central, and today we're taking you sailing on the 60-foot Outremer 5X, considered to be one of the best high-performance cruising catamarans in the world. And today we're going to show you why. If you thought that high-performance cruising catamarans are all about going as fast as possible, then you are wrong. They're actually designed for comfort via efficiency. And the 5X achieves what many consider to be impossible: high-performance cruising without compromising on space or comfort. Their highly engineered lightweight construction with long efficient hulls provide good average boat speeds in medium to light winds, as well as in fresher conditions, be it on the nose, on the beam, or running deep. This allows you to reduce the time at sea and, importantly, enables you to sail in flat seas more often, giving your crew a more comfortable and sustainable ride. They harness the original renewable energy, the power of the wind, in a way that takes the demands away from constant motoring and the fuel, maintenance and costs that go with it. So on the 5X you have an option for twin carbon helms. At the helm you've got all the controls at your fingertips. The twin electric sheet winches with both finger control pedals and also foot pedals, so you can handle more than one winch at a time. The helms have twin electronic controls from either side to run your motors, and you can see you've got your full suite of electronics here, from your chart plotter, multifunctional display for winds, depth, autopilot and so on, plus your autopilot display. You also have your reefing lines, self-tacking jib and other lines that you can run back to the twin electric winches. Today we're out sailing off Newcastle in Australia in extremely light winds of just 4 to 5 knots. Yet we're achieving 4 to 5 knots of boat speed with ease and in totally flat seas. This is virtually unheard of in heavier production catamarans unless you have a solid 15 knots of breeze from behind you, otherwise you're likely to be motoring. When the Outremer 5X was first launched, it became the first production catamaran to win the highly prestigious European Boat of the Year award. Taking high quality but lightweight finishes, innovative modular cockpit layouts and modern interior styling, these comfort features have then been combined with a highly efficient sailing platform and rig. The result is that the 5X achieves both highly efficient cruising with an apartment type feel. The boat's length allows for sufficient space for very comfortable living quarters, including 3 or 4 cabins, with plenty of storage and large entertaining and living areas between the saloon and cockpit. The Galley is a large U-shape facing the cockpit with a gas stove, oven, double sink and plenty of storage. There are 3 large freezers and fridges, and a nav station that faces forward with maximum visibility. While the saloon is comfortable, spacious and full of light and ventilation. Today we're on board a 3-cabin version where the port side becomes the owner's quarters, with a generous sized bed with a water view and ventilation from hatches above. Moving forward you have large storage compartments, including room for a washing machine. Further forward is a vanity, electric head and spacious shower. On the starboard side you have the guest quarters with another large cabin astern, separate shower and toilet, and double cabin forward that can have fold-away bunk beds as options. The 5X platform was designed by VPLP, arguably the most well-known multi-hull designer of the world, with an emphasis on creating a highly efficient platform with a long waterline and relatively narrow hulls that help distribute weight and keep the wetted surface area down. At just 15 tonnes, this 60-footer is all about low drag. The superstructure of the coach roof is also further aft, with large trampolines that help prevent the boat slamming into waves and slowing the boat down. There are dagger boards that lower to improve the pointing ability of the boat with minimal drag. So the Outremers are all about waterline length. Long, extended hulls with lots of buoyancy. The addition of that waterline length gives you the double benefit of a huge amount of storage forward. And as we can see in here, the storage locker goes way down deep for fenders, extra sails such as spinnakers and screeches, even outboard motors and other storage for toys and so on. Along the floor we have a collision bulkhead, as we do right up forward of the boat. So that prevents any water ingress if you do happen to hit something. So Outremer have an option of a carbon rotating rig. This does a few things. The carbon rig essentially takes weight out of a loft up high, where you don't want weight at all. So it essentially brings down the center of gravity and reduces pitching of the boat for a smoother ride. It also has this neat rotation element to it with the spanner to essentially put the rig into the line of the apparent wind. This in turn creates a bigger luff and more power in the mainsail. Secondary to that, if you're in the need to reef the sails down, you can do so without having to point the boat into the wind by rotating the rig way off, taking the pressure out of the cars and allowing the sail to come down into those first or second reef positions. A nice feature that just adds to the performance element of the boat.
There are great selections of sails available on the 5X. On this boat it features a self-tacking jib with a square top mainsail made from the Hydronet sailcloth. We also roll out the Co-D furling spinnaker for off-the-breeze sailing. Other optional sails include a staysail, genoa, jenica and downwind heavy-duty spinnaker. The 75 horsepower Volvo diesel sail drives easily provide 7 to 8 knots of boat speed under low revs. If you see yourself on board an Outremer 5X cruising the world, then click here for an info kit, or click here for a video on other Outremer models.